Hi Aquarius, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just doing a super quick check-in messages because, coming up to Christmas, everyone kind of really super busy, myself included. I do have a lot of commitments this week, so this whole month, to be honest. So, you will probably find that a lot of the weekly readings are just going to be just a little bit shorter for the next month or so, okay? I do apologize, but I will still be putting in a lot of effort with those all sign readings over the weekends. As we all know, I am a non-monetized channel. So, I'm not sort of doing this for money. I'm doing this out of the love in my heart because I do love reading. But, every single little bit that you can help is by subscribing, liking the channel, commenting on the videos, share it with a friend if you like as well. I do really appreciate all of that, because it really does help the channel grow a little bit and get those messages to the people that need them. All right, so this week we have the Inner Child Oracle. We have all the pale coloured decks this week. And we also have the Magpie and Owl Lenormand, or Owl and Magpie, I suppose. The Soul Connections, When Two Hearts Meet, Love Oracle as well. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius? Checking in on the Aquarius energy. Anything Aquarius needs to know right now, please? Two for you as well. Interesting. Pursue your dreams. I choose to chase my dreams. You want it? Go and get it. Why are you not taking steps towards it? Call for action here, especially with this one too. Luck is on your side at the moment. We have the Lucky Bunny. I create my reality. Okay? By taking steps towards my dreams. If I wish for this in my life, I'm going to have it. I'm going to take steps towards getting it. I feel like for a lot of you Aquarius, I do feel as though, I'm sorry if I'm speaking a little bit harshly, confronting. I feel like that's what you need right now. Someone to say, well, why don't you? Why not? Because you're needing to say that to yourself, needing to sort of say to yourself, like, well, yeah, like, I suppose I could try. Why aren't you? What's stopping you? What's holding you back? You know what you want. What is stopping you from trying to get it? Now is the time to start creating that reality that you truly wish for. The luck is on your side right now. It's time. This is even, the lucky horseshoe. It's time to get back up on that horse and ride off into the sunset where your dreams come true. Take steps. Summon the horsepower, the thrust to push you towards those goals, all right? Now's the time. Now it's really the time to get going and start moving that way, all right? It's very clearly asking you to take action here. That was a little bit too many coming through. Okay, Aquarius. Any messages for Aquarius? Any advice for Aquarius? What's the energy around Aquarius? What's Aquarius need to know right now, please? Yeah, so once again, what's holding you back? The bottom of the deck, we have the ship. It's time to get started. It's time to get on the ship and set sail. Start the journey. Yes, it may be a journey. It may not be something where you start walking in that direction and bang, there it is, I've got it. It may be a journey. But, if it's a journey, it's going to take a little bit of time. So you got to get on that ship now if you want to get to the other side of the ocean. you're never going to get there if you never get on the ship and leave, start. It's coming through so strongly, and it's kind of asking me to push you a little bit here. The first card we have is the albatross coming through, which the albatross is the cross energy in the traditional decks. So it does talk about, I can sort of see straight away that this is what's holding you back, that there is definitely something that is holding you back. It's feeling like you need to sacrifice something. That's what's stopping you from taking action, is that maybe you do actually need to sacrifice something. And it's something that it feels like fear. You're fearful of sacrificing that, because even though this is something that weighs on you like a burden, it's something heavy on you. It's like you've been carrying this around on your shoulders, the weight of the world on your shoulders, feeling like everything is your responsibility. So whatever this responsibility is, this burden that you've been carrying here, you want to sacrifice that burden. You want to get that off your shoulders, but there's this sense of duty, a sense of responsibility that I have to lug this around. So I am sort of just picking up that for some of you, it may be to do with like looking after other people, caring for other people. And that's the responsibility that's holding you back, feeling as though you have to stop, and put everything aside for yourself, for this other person or other people. Okay. But this is telling me pretty directly that this is possible for you, even with that weight on your shoulders. You can do both. For some of you, it may involve sacrificing that responsibility. There may be a little bit of sacrifice involved here, because the albatross is like, and especially too with that, the hidden energy of the ship. Okay, that was the hidden energy card. And the albatross is very connected to the ship energy in that sense too, because the reason they use the albatross to talk about sacrifice is because, hundreds of years ago, when they were setting sail on their ships, out at sea, they would shoot down an albatross to ensure safe passage. And, that was making that one sacrifice of shooting an albatross, would ensure the safety of the entire crew and make sure that nobody died on the journey, and that they would make it to where they were going. They wouldn't be affected by the weather too badly. They would be safe passage. Okay, so they would sacrifice the life of one in order to ensure the safety and survival of the crew, multiple people. Obviously it was just a superstition type thing, but that's where we get that from. So it's kind of like telling me as well that, the sacrifice that you're making, it's kind of a superstition. Okay, you're putting more emphasis on this being your responsibility than the truth of this being your responsibility. You've kind of taken it on that this is your burden to carry, that nobody else can do this, nobody else can help you with this, that, if you leave the situation, you sacrifice that for your own needs, that's not going to be okay. But that is actually superstition. That's coming from your fear. Okay, so there's something within you that you need to really address that and face that fear, because the reality doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, you need to trust yourself more, have more faith in yourself, have more faith in your needs and your wants being valid, and that you should get on that horse and ride off into the sunset. Here's the rider. I already sort of went over that energy already with that lucky bunny energy and the horseshoe. Good news is on the way. You can do this. You may need to put something down in order to rush off onto this, but this is your dream. You're being called to go for it. All right. We do have the key here as well. Okay. As soon as you get on that horse and start, taking steps towards your dreams, all the doors open wide up for you. Success. This is success on the other side of those doors. As soon as you get on that horse and start riding, all these doors just start flipping on open for you. You've already got the skeleton key that unlocks all these opportunities for yourself, and you will find success. with these dreams. It's worth pursuing. Stop holding yourself back, Aquarius. That's the message that's coming through strong as hell for you today. Let me know in the comments, do you know what that burden is, that responsibility that you're holding, that's holding you back? Do you know what that is? Do you need to think about it? Do you know what your dreams are that you're holding back from? Do you need to think about it? Aquarius, love and romance. What does Aquarius need to know right now in regard to love and romance? Receptive. So this one's actually not talking about specifically love and romance, unless that is one of the dreams that you're pursuing here. Be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. Start moving, start the movement, start taking actions. Be ready to receive, because the universe has got it all lined up ready for you. That's why it's asking you to go, go, go. Go now. I'm ready. I've got it all ready for you, Aquarius. Are you ready to receive it? Honor. Honor your loved ones, and you will notice your relationships becoming stronger. Okay, so I do feel as though this is, for some of you, this is connected to that sense of duty, that sense of responsibility. You feel as though, the only way that you can honor this connection is by, taking on that responsibility. But if that's the case for you, are you really honoring that loved one by just taking this on as such a burden? Are you really honoring that loved one by not actually just talking to them about this? I honestly feel, for those of you where it is someone that you're caring for, because I am picking up for a lot of you, this is someone that you're caring for. Like you're holding yourself back from following your dreams because you're like caring for, an elderly parent or something along those lines. That's not obviously everyone's story here, but there's definitely a couple of you where that is the case here. Or you're feeling, I can't move towns, or I can't leave this space because, I'm bound to this location because of family, or, whatever that is for your particular situation. Are you truly honoring that relationship by not just talking to them and being honest with them about, look, I've got this dream I really want to pursue. How do you feel about that? If I had to leave this town, how would that go? Would you hold me back, or would you be happy for me because I'm pursuing my dreams? You may be surprised. The way that you can honor these people is not necessarily just by holding this as a duty, as a responsibility, as a burden. There's a different way to honor these relationships, all right? So maybe you need to think a little bit about that as well. Okay, Aquarius. So that's what we have for you today. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. There may be some extra info popping through in some of your other placements there. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all again soon.